It's clear that Ghana will go into the World Cup as the lowest ranked team at Qatar 2022. It's also clear that no country ranked number 1 has ever gone into a World Cup tournament and won it before. So it's not a guarantee for success or failure. And that's how I want to start today. Welcome back to the channel today. Most time, and we have to look at when Otuado will be naming his squad. We'll look at all that today. We're also going to talk about Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan. Now, he granted an interview to Wontumi TV, and in that interview, he talked about his relationship with Andre Ayew. Now, I've seen a lot of quotes and misquotes on net and social media. I'll be clarifying that today on exactly what he said about his relationship with Ghana Black Stars current captain, Andre Ayew. We'll also talk about Thomas Partey. He's being hailed by Jurgen Klopp. Emmanuel Petit says Arsenal need a backup for Partey owing to his injury woes. And a little bit of news from Tariq Lamptey on working with his new boss at Brighton. As usual, subscribe if you have not, and click on the notification bell to get more updates. Let's talk about the Ghana Black Stars coach Otuado and when he says that when there is any circumstance or situation changes, we can add them in. To be named in a pool of 35 to 55 and not make it to the World Cup, my head a little bit. So that is it there on the Ghana Black Stars front. Otuado, it's many people having doubts about whether he can do the job, whether he can get us, whether he can do well with us in Qatar. As I said at the beginning, we are the lowest ranked team heading into the World Cup. Also the team ranked number 1 has not gone on to win the World Cup before. So it's not a determinant of whether we will be successful. Brazil are number 1 and our favorites to win the World Cup. And on evidence of what they played in their friendlies and their qualifiers, it will take a brave man to bet against them. But it's football, it's the World Cup, and anything can happen. My next story has to do with let's clear the air on what Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan said about his relationship with Andre Ayew. I saw some quotes on social media which I'm not going to hit on before I clear this, but this is exactly what Baby Jet said about his relationship with Andre Ayew.
Andre na someone Andre na someone
Andre madam for me teammate but onye madam for
no interesting
say you madam for you we ejuma say omo oni omo ye ejuma kwa ha no mo be ejuma you work together
okay
but enye obi an ye madam for say we go free yenko Andre me teammate like you do camp we work together you make sure say be okay. But I mean to be fair,
so you heard him there quite clearly. They are teammates, and it's clear they are not friends where he can call him up and have a chat with him and go and visit someone or that. They are just friends, and that is that. And it's okay. You don't have to be friends with your co-workers at work. I believe that your co-workers probably are not your friends. Yes, they are your co-workers, and that is where it ends. I don't think there's any malice or anything serious or wrong with what he said. He said Andre is my teammate, but he's not a friend. In every job you work together, but not everyone is your friend and that you go home with. Andre is my teammate, and when we are in camp we work together. But I also can't ask him to join me to go sit somewhere and have a conversation. I also have my own clique, and I don't know why people are taking this out of proportion. Nothing bad here, he said. I think it's just stating facts, and he was asked and he cleared the air on that, and it's not his fault that they are not friends. Probably something we don't know and he's not ready to talk about. Let's not push that issue. Let's end it there. We're also going to talk about Thomas Partey now. The Ghana Black Stars midfielder is injury prone, and Jurgen Klopp, before I look at his backup news bringing in, Jurgen Klopp has hailed Thomas Partey's influence on the Gunners this season. He's brought Shaka back on track. Everyone knew how Thomas was when he was at Atletico, and now they found a way how they want to defend, Klopp said, as quoted by Sky Sports. They played a different lineup on Thursday, but still with lots of quality. It's a young team, a very exciting team, and doing very well, which is well deserved. Partey scored his first goal of the season in the derby. His absence caused Arsenal's only defeat this season to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Talking about his absence, Emmanuel Petit is of the opinion that Arsenal need a backup for Thomas Partey because of his injury-prone nature. He says, I've been impressed. Granted Xhaka and Partey this season. They bossed the midfield against Spurs, but they can't do it on their own, especially if there are injuries. Arsenal need another holding midfielder. I'm not convinced by the other options, like El Nene. In the next transfer window, they should definitely be active in looking for another midfielder. Partey made 5 appearances and scored a goal for Arsenal across all competitions this season. He's been the linchpin in midfield, so influential in the middle of the pack, making things tick tock for them, and he is going to be a huge miss for any team. The Black Stars have experienced it before, and it is not something that they want to happen to them this season, especially looking at their position now and what they might be fighting for at the end of the season. I'll end with the news on Tariq Lamptey and his comments on working with his new boss. He says it's been good. We had a short time working to get the instructions, but he has made clear what he expects us to do. You could already see some of the ideas we have been trying to implement, Tariq said. We have to keep working hard on the training pitch and get the results. And on that note, I end and wish Accra Hearts of Oak the very best today as they take on a Malian side, AS Bamako, in that CAF Confederations Cup prelim stages game. They can't make it to the group stages if they overcome their opponents here. We wish them all the very, very best. So that has been it for today. Talking to you today about when the Black Star squad will be named, Arsenal's need for a backup in Thomas Partey. Also, Klopp hailing Thomas Partey's abilities and influence on Arsenal this season. Asamoah Gyan's statement on Andre Ayew and their relationship cleared there. And Tariq Lamptey on his new boss. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend.